And moving on now, the meeting of sandalwood producers and actors at the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce has been called off. It is believed that senior office bearers of the KFCC skipped the meeting, and that's the reason why it was decided that the meeting be called off. The meeting was called to iron out differences between the two groups, as producers say actors hosting reality shows during the weekend impact theatre collection. A complaint had been filed by producer turned MLA Muni Ratna with the KFCC recently. The Kannada film industry is staring at one of its biggest internal crises till date. It is not a fresh one and has been brewing for the last few years, ever since film stars started hosting television shows and participating in TV shows competitions. Some top producers, including Muni Ratna, are trying to convince stars to keep away from television, while some exhibitors are threatening to shift to non-Kannada films for their evening shows. A meeting has been called at the film chamber, but that meeting has been called off as many of the senior KFCC members refused to turn up, and that's the reason why the meeting did not materialize. There was some hope that the issue would have been sorted out, but this is a new controversy that has been brewing within the KFCC, within the sandalwood film industry, as now producers are demanding that the actors do not participate in reality shows. As we know, Sudeep has been a big hit with Big Boss. Ramesh Arvind's new show, which is Weekend with Ramesh, is a talk show, and Puneet Rajkumar is hosting the Kannada version of Kondanega Crorepati, which is Kannada Kotyadipati. But all these actors participating in reality shows have now come under criticism by the Producers Association, as the producers are accusing them of affecting movie sales.
Super stories irutte. In munde prati weekend alli ee set alli life na light celebrate ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ ಶೋ ನೋಡುತ್ತೀರಿ, ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರಿಟೀಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಾಧಕರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನಪಿರೋದು.
And while more than 10 students of the Marathalli-based Vibgir High School have joined other schools, they were admitted after letters of recommendations were issued by the Public Education Department. These letters were issued by K. Padmavati, the director of the department's South Zone. The department has also issued circular to schools about admitting former students of Vibgir High School. And there seems to be no end to the horrors of the Vibgir High School. After the rape case was reported from within the school premises, well, we understand that now the students of the Marathalli-based Vibgir High School have joined other schools. More than 10 of these students were admitted after letters of recommendation were issued by the Public Education Department. These letters were issued by K. Padmavati and director of the department's South Zone. The department has also issued circulars to school about admitting former students of Vibgir High School. Well, my colleague Arun joins us with more details on this. Well, Arun, the academic year has already begun, although there is a government directive. How feasible is it really for these students to shift school at this juncture?
That's the reason why, Nishita, in the first place, actually the government, particularly the Department for Public Instruction, has gone ahead and started issuing these letters of recommendation, because as you rightly pointed out, most of the schools have been claiming that there are virtually no vacancies or no seats in these schools, and they cannot admit these students. So that's the reason why the letters of recommendation have been given, and we are given to believe that close to about 100 students have been moved out of this particular school, because there has been a case, rather heinous crime, which has been committed on a 6-year-old innocent girl, and now parents of the wards who are studying in the school are extremely worried about the safety and security of their own children. So that's the reason why many of them have decided to go ahead and admit their wards in other schools. In fact, we are given to believe that there are schools like Chrysalis High School in Vartur, Euro School in Whitefield, HAL Public School at Vimanapura, NPS at Indiranagar, Sishu Griha School at New Tippasandra, Bethany High School at Koramangala, etc., which have now once again been besieged by these parents, trying to ensure that their students are admitted and that they are in a position to continue with their education, Akshita and Nishita.
Right, and also, Arun, how welcoming have these schools been? Of course, a series of schools are being approached by these parents, but how welcoming have the schools really been? And is the entire process being as smooth as for the parents as they would hope for it to be?
It is bound to take some time, but remember, with the Department of Public Instruction behind them, and also the fact that there is a genuine cause for concern, there are some schools which have actually gone ahead and admitted these students, and they are trying to ease the pain and ensure that there's nothing uncomfortable in the minds of the parents of these wards. So they are doing their level best, but in the interim, let me just point out to you, what has been happening is that as far as the Vibgyor High School is concerned, we are given to believe that they are not refunding the fees of the children who are moving out. So that could be another pinprick or an issue that the parents would like to iron out. And we are also given to believe that they are looking at the possibility of only, remember, issuing post-dated checks starting from now, October 2014 onwards. So they will have to wait for 2-3 months till such time the money comes to them. So that is as far as Vibgyor High School is concerned. That's how accommodated they are in terms of the wards who are moving out. But as far as the others are concerned, they are doing their level best. They, if they understand that there is a genuine cause for concern, they are willing to admit, but it requires certain additional investment which will have to go into the infrastructure, because these could be additional students who will come in, so they will have to be provided with benches and chairs and other infrastructure. So that may involve a bit of expenditure on the part of the schools which are accepting these former students of Vibgyor High School, Nishita.
Absolutely. And also, what is the kind of reaction that the parents are giving at this point in time? Are they happy that they have the option of really pulling out their students from the controversial school and moving elsewhere?
Well, many of them are looking at possibly that option, because remember, now with the Department of Public Instruction actually going ahead and issuing these letters of recommendation, and there being room for a genuine cause for concern, there is no issue as such, but it remains to be seen how many more students will be in a position to come out of the school, because as you rightly pointed out, the classes have started, the academic session is halfway through. So how relevant it would be, how easy it would be for the parents to not only have them removed but also have them admitted in the same class with the same syllabi in another school, Nishita.
Right. Thank you for joining us with all those details there, Arun.